Let's face it, no one ever left home to become one with the crowd. No one ever hit the road without a drive and without a need to succeed. No one, never.
Okay, hold on. There seems to be some problem in.
Let's face it, no one ever left home to become one with the crowd. No one ever hit the road without a drive and without a need to succeed. No one, never. Because the whole idea to start on your own is to find your passion, to discover something novel, moving, inspiring, to discover something new and extraordinary in yourself, the idea and the business you choose to do. Consider a new role. Find an entrepreneur in you. Take risks. Crave for the new. Build new relationships. Find new energy to break all barriers. Become one with your idea, your passion and belief. Well, since 1999, we have partnered and nurtured more business relationships than any other company. Helping entrepreneurs explore new businesses is not just what we believe in. It has always been who we are. Since Gaurav packed his bags and left off in search of the extraordinary, we have opened and put more businesses on a growth path than anybody else. And the best thing about growth is that it never stops knocking on the doors of successful people. Successful people who are always looking for the right opportunity. We all get a moment with that opportunity. And right now, somewhere around you, right here, there is an opportunity waiting just for you. An opportunity that could lead you on your path for the rest of your life. As franchise Indians every day, everything we do is creating an opportunity for you. Because your growth is our business.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. And thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by the management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with an aim to introduce you to a new business opportunity. Over the last 27 years, Franchise India has helped thousands of investors selecting the right franchise business for them. If you're watching us right now, you're just a few steps behind taking the right decision to become an entrepreneur. Today, in this webinar, we are excited to introduce you a yogurt factory. Yogurt Factory is a leading French frozen yogurt brand launched in 2011 in Paris by Oriol Hodara and Emmanuel Tedesco. Inspired by American frozen yogurt model, the brand introduced a zero fat, 0% fat, and with well served experience, transforming yogurt from a boring health food to a fun, indulgent, and guilt free dessert. Now present in 10 plus countries and with 100 plus outlets across the globe, including France, Spain, Morocco, Belgium, and Malaysia. The brand is expanding into Indian market with an aggressive rollout plan uh, via the franchise model and via Friend Global. To talk more about this, I'm joined with the founder himself, Emmanuel, with us today, along with my colleague, Nikita Guru. She is a consultant from the Friend Corp. And Richa Pandey. Richa Pandey is representing the Friend Global. But before we talk more about the brand and the business opportunity, I would like to inform all the viewers that you also have opportunity to ask questions related to the brand or the business. Fortunately, we have the founder himself today with us. In case if you will have any question, you please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box. and we will take them up once the presentation is over. Now I would request Emmanuel to please take the lead. Let's start with a little bit of introduction. By the time I'll upload a video, which is a really beautiful video, which I'm going to play, which will give you a glimpse of this brand. And then we will move on to the presentation part. Yep. So welcome, Emmanuel.
Thanks, Barrett. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. So first, let me apologize for my French accent. If you don't get everything I say, please ask me to repeat. So basically, I'm Emmanuel Tedesco. I'm the co-founder of Yogurt Factory, in charge of our franchise activity. We created the Yogurt Factory with my friend and business partner, Auriel Odara, in 2011. A few years back, just after graduating from HEC Paris Business School. During our studies, we discovered the frozen yogurt model in America and England, where we made some internships. And just after we graduated, we came back to France and really wanted to adapt this model to France. And yeah, we launched the brand. And now, 13 years later, we are in more than 10 countries with 100 outlets, and we are now rolling out in India. Barrett, maybe you can show the video.
Yes. Yeah. Very exciting to play the video. Go. Fantastic video, mouth-watering.
Thank you very much, Barrett. Now maybe I can share you a presentation on my screen. Just a few seconds.
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay, yeah, you can see the presentation. Yeah, I'm going to try to show it in the entire screen. All right.
Yeah, we can see this. Yeah.
You can see it? Okay, great. So basically, what is Yogurt Factory? Yogurt Factory is the French leader brand in frozen yogurt. So what makes us different from other brands is that we have a unique offer of unlimited topping for a fixed price. So as you see on the video, when a customer comes to Yogurt Factory, first he chooses the size of the cup, then the flavor of the yogurt, and then he can add any topping he wants for a fixed price. This is a unique offer in the world. I haven't seen other competitors doing that. And it makes the brand very generous. We wanted to have, the best value for money for customers, and customers really like this offer because it really becomes a game to create exactly the yogurt ice cream you want, to personalize it with any topping like fresh fruits, biscuits, chocolates, dry fruits, sauces, anything. So a lot of, maybe it also gives like a very nice image of the product because there is a lot of topping on it, so a lot of colors, and like one out of 3 customers take a photo of the product and post it online. From the beginning of Yogurt Factory, we really try to also have like the best offer in terms of taste and topping bar. We have the largest topping bar in the world with more than 35 toppings. So it's like, you can do an infinite combination of toppings on the product, and it really appeals to the customer because you can come like really numerous times and have a different product every time. And all these efforts came to a national recognition in 2020 and 2021, where we were elected Ice Cream of the Year. Our idea was simple. We wanted like to make of this boring product that you have in the fridge, traditional yogurt, a very like attractive and appealing product with all these toppings, this beautiful form, this beautiful swirl, and we managed to do it. We started our international expansion in 2019 in Europe first, in Belgium, Luxembourg, and Spain, and then we went further. First in Africa, and now in Asia with Malaysia and Uzbekistan, and next India. I don't know if you're all aware of what's the difference between ice cream and frozen yogurt, but frozen yogurt is often considered as a healthy alternative to ice cream because the product itself, the yogurt ice cream, is fat-free. It has less calories, less sugar than in the traditional ice cream. So it appeals to young customer, health-conscious customers, and it's often described as a low-fat dessert. In the US market, for instance, the frozen yogurt business is almost as big as the ice cream business. And what's very important for us is not to rely only on this healthy side, but also introduce the product and the brand as a very fun experience. That's why, for instance, we are wearing some red overalls. The staff is wearing red overalls. We have funny names for the cups. It's not the small, the medium, the large cup, but they're called the cute, the handsome, and the magnificent. We have some funny ways to welcome the customers. When they leave, we say happy delight. We wanted to create like a special atmosphere in the shop, so that at the end of the day, the customer really reminds of this experience and want to come back. So also frozen yogurt is represent half of our sales. We offer two other categories of products, beverages and waffles. As for beverages, we offer smoothies, milkshakes, bubble tea, like hot beverages, iced tea, and other products like that. And for waffles, as you can see, we have two types of waffles. The bubble waffles you can see on the left side, which is basically a round waffle that we fold with these bubbles outside, and in which we can pour frozen yogurt and toppings. So it really also is a very attractive product. It works very well on Instagram, like all our product. I mean, the aesthetic side of the product is very important for us because it's our best advertisement. When a customer leaves the shop with a beautiful product like that, it makes other customers want to buy some products also. All right. So yeah, those are the three sizes I told you about. So the cute, the handsome, and the magnificent. As you can see on the photos, we really want to add products all around the cup because it makes a very beautiful product and a very attractive product, and customers really love that. So first you pick the size, then you choose the flavor of the yogurt. We actually have two flavor: the plain flavor, which is the regular flavor and that we keep all time long, all year long, and we have a flavor of the month, which is elected by our community on social media, Instagram, Facebook, etc. And so it changes every month. So it makes a new reason to come to the shop every month to taste the new flavor. And then we have like a very wide range of toppings, including fresh fruits, strawberry, raspberry, kiwi, pineapple, etc. Dry fruits, chocolate bars like Kinder Bueno, Oreos, etc. But also very good sauces like pistachio sauce, choconut sauce, exotic fruit, strawberry sauce. So the quality of the topping is very important for the customers because what they prefer about the concept is really this possibility to, like add many toppings on the yogurt and so the toppings are essential to the concept. As I told you, we also have other products like bubble tea, which is working very well, I think, all over the world right now. But also smoothies, milkshakes. We're using our frozen yogurt to make these smoothies and milkshakes, which makes them really unique compared to our competitors. And we also have waffles and the two types of waffle I told you about. All right, so all these are our products. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the Liège waffle, which is a traditional waffle from Belgium, which is cracking and soft. It's cracking on the exterior and soft in the inside. It's a very good product, and we have a lot of customers coming only for this product as well. So that's our the red overall our staff is wearing in the shops, and it's why are we doing that? Because it's a very recognizable outfit. So when you see this outfit, you say, "Oh, I know it's a yogurt factory shop," and also it makes us not serious. So customers know that we are a fun brand, and when they are coming to the shop, they're going to be welcomed in a different way. All right, I already told you about that, but I mean, this is very important. The experience itself is very important because the product is funny, like adding these toppings on the yogurt, on the bubble waffle, etc. It's a very funny experience. So we wanted the brand to be very funny and appealing to young consumers. Yeah, the idea for us is that this experience should be an entertaining and gourmet feast in their day, so that they can remind of that and talk about it with their relatives. Also, social media, as I told you, is also very important for us. We have like more than 400,000 followers on TikTok. We have more than 250,000 followers on YouTube, and we have a lot of followers also on Facebook and Instagram. We are working very hard on this because the product itself is very nice. So whenever some customers see them online, they really want to come to the shop. So it's important for us to be able to have a high visibility on social media, and it's also a way to use this funny tone to set the brand's tone online. So yeah, another example of frozen yogurt. So yeah, when we started the yogurt factory in France, we were one of the first brands, and we really managed to become the leader in the French market first in 5 years. We started by opening company-owned shops, so we have now more than one fourth of the network, which is company-owned. So we really know our business, because we are operating our shops. And also, we started franchising the activity in 2016. So we have now a lot of feedback from franchisees that have already opened shops. We have a lot of multi-franchisees opening several shops. And we started, as I told you, the opening abroad in 2019. So we also have a good experience in international markets. We know about adapting the business and the franchise to other countries. We know we just can't copy paste the concept in different countries. And now we are looking for franchisees all over the world, but especially Asia, because we think there's a huge market for frozen yogurt in Asia. In Southeast Asia, the market is already big. In Malaysia, there are a lot of shops. We opened our first outlet just a few days ago, and we signed a master franchise agreement to open 80 shops over there. So yeah, we are really looking forward to bringing Yogurt Factory and our French version of frozen yogurt in Asia right now. So these are some photos of our outlets. You can see two types of outlets. On the upper left side, this is a kiosk, which is a model that works very well for us. Because the topping bars are very visible for the customers. It's very appealing and attractive. And on the right side, you can see some photos of our topping bar. Our topping bar is also unique because it has stairs on it, so the customers really can see all the topping very clearly, with some space between them. The topping bar must be full all the time because that gives you a very generous feeling. And on the down left side, you can see a small shop. This shop is also like a kiosk because there is no. It's in a food court, so people just come and grab their froyo or bubble tea or waffles and sit in the food court. But we also have some bigger shops with seats in the shops, with sitting area in the shops, which work very well also. So yeah, basically we have two type of outlets: kiosk and store, like you see on the photo, from 15 to 25 square meters. In shopping centers mainly, and also we have some bigger shops from 30 to 60 or maybe 80 square meters, where people can sit and enjoy their products. And yeah, as you can see on the photo, we are in most regions of France, because the products work in like almost everywhere, and the place where you don't see any red points, it's because there are less populated areas. And on the right, you can see our international presence. Malaysia is missing on the map, but we also have shops in Malaysia. The red dot you can see on the right side is New Caledonia, which is a French territory, but very far from France. But we also have two outlets over there. All right, I think I have said pretty much everything about Yogurt Factory. And now I'm going to leave Richa introduce you to the market assessment in India and all the financials.
All right, thanks so much, Emmanuel, for the detailed presentation. I really appreciated that. Now we'll move on to the financials part. And Nikita, would you like to take them up? Would you share your screen or?
Yes. I'll share my screen. Emmanuel, thank you very much for the wonderful presentation. All the details were really well covered. And I'm really sure that these kind of offerings are not really existing in India already with any other brands, though we have frozen yogurt existing in India, but the wide variety of toppings and the offerings of the brand that you just spoke about are phenomenal, and I'm really sure that people will really like it. Uh, that said, allow me to share my screen. Just one second. Okay, I hope it's visible to everyone. Is my screen visible?
Yes, Nikita, thank you.
Okay. So in Yogurt Factory, we are proposing the franchise model as FOFO, which is franchise owned, franchise operated model. So in India, we will be launching it under FOFO, and we are open for both single unit, regional area, developer, or master franchise as well. Since the format is dine-in and QSR both, I'll first walk you through the unit franchisee investment details, which is, again, the format has been divided into two different formats. One is food court or takeaway kiosk model, which is in which the required area is about 300 square feet. And the other format is standalone store, which will be a slightly larger one, which will have a seating capacity of a few chairs and table as well, which will have the area requirement of 800 square feet. I'll walk you through the food court and takeaway format first. So in this, the total investment is about 35.5 lakh rupees plus applicable taxes. In this, franchise fee is about 8 lakh rupees. The agreement tenure would be of standard 5 years. Royalty, we are charging 6% on our total revenue every month. Marketing costs separately will be charged as 2% of total revenue every month. And then ROI, expected ROI on the total investment, which is 35.5 lakh rupees plus franchise fee, is around 112, which is above 100%. And this can be recovered within the period of 15 months. So the payback period here in the takeaway or food court format for single units is 15 months. Now, the standalone store, which would be of about 800 square feet, in this, the total investment is about 57 lakh rupees plus the taxes. This 57 lakh rupees also includes the franchise fee of about 12 lakhs. Again, the tenure, the contract period would be of 5 years. Royalty is 6%, marketing cost standard 2%. ROI in this model is slightly higher than the takeaway or the kiosk model, which is about 120%. And this can be recovered within the period of 1 year or 12 months, which is quite a lucrative option. Now, let me jump to the master franchise details. So in the area developer or the master franchise segment, we have come up with multiple different offerings, which is platinum era developer model, then we have gold developer model, then we have silver, and then bronze. This is nothing but the number of units of expected to be opened by the master license owner. So in the platinum model, we are expecting a total rollout or the total units to be opened as 50 in a period of 10 years. And the bifurcation of those 50 units is as 24 units should be of takeaway or food court, and standalone store should be of about 26 stores, in which we are expecting the master license owner to open very first standalone store of their own, and then eventually they will start subletting the franchisees. In this, the master franchisee is about 75 lakh rupees. And the direct unit setup cost, the standalone store that we are expecting the master license owner to open, for that, the setup cost is about 45 lakhs. So that makes the total investment is about 1 crore 20 lakhs. Okay. If we further go down the bifurcation between the franchise fee share, royalty, and royalty from direct unit and royalty from sub-franchisee. So franchise fee share is about 33%, which will our sales team will tell you the details on it once the deal is on the table. Royalty from direct unit is again 33%, and royalty from sub-franchises is also around 33%. In the Platinum Era Developer model, the payback period is about 16 months. Agreement period is about 10 years. I would like to repeat, the Era Developer partner must set up at least one standalone outlet of their own, owned by and operated by them, and then only they will start subletting the units. So that makes about 49 units to be subletted after they successfully open a standalone store of their own. Now, if we move further in the gold area developer model, everything remains the same. Only the total rollout or the total number of units that we are expecting the master license owner to open would be 30 units. And it is equally divided between the takeaway or the food court model and the standalone format, which is 15-15. Again, the same condition. First, standalone store has to be opened by the master license owner, and then eventually they can start subletting. Since the rollout is little lesser than the platinum model, the master fee here is 50 lakh
The screen
rupees.
is not changing, I guess, probably.
Is it?
No.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm sorry for the glitch. I'll reshare just 1 second.
Yeah, please.
Okay, can you read the title? Which slide are you looking at?
Financial snapshot, gold area.
Yeah, perfect. I am at it.
You just need to put it in the full screen. That's it.
Yeah, Nikita, if you can make it full screen. Yes, please. Thanks.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay, so I was at the gold area developer model. Like I said, the total rollout here is 30 units, which is equally divided between takeaway stores and standalone stores, which is 15-15. Condition remains the same. The first store, standalone store, has to be opened by the master license owner in this case. The master fee is about 50 lakhs here. And again, the direct unit setup cost, which is the first standalone store, remains the same as 45 lakh rupees. That makes the total investment here in the gold model is 95 lakh rupees. Franchise fee share, royalty from direct unit, royalty from sub-franchisees share remains the same as 33%. Payback period here is 15 months and agreement period remains the same as 10 years. I'll move to the silver era developer model. I want to confirm whether you could see my slide changing.
We can.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now here in the silver era developer model, the total rollout becomes 20 units, which is divided as 11 units in takeaway format and 9 standalone stores. Again, first standalone store has to be opened by the master license owner, and then eventually they can start subletting it. Master fee here becomes 40 lakh rupees. Direct unit setup cost, same, 45 lakh rupees. That makes the total investment is about 85 lakh rupees. Franchise fee, royalty from direct unit and sub-franchisees share remains the same as 33%, payback period 15 months, and agreement period 10 years. Now, lastly, we have bronze area developer model, which has the total rollout of about 10 units divided between takeaway and standalone store. Takeaway has to be 6 units and standalone stores has to be 4 units, out of which first standalone store has to be opened by the license owner. Here, the master fee becomes 30 lakh rupees. Direct unit setup cost again as 45 lakh rupees. It may vary depending on the city, which city you're opening your store, but the calculation has been done based on the metro cities. Okay, the bronze total investment become 75 lakh rupees. Franchise fee share, royalty from direct unit and sub-franchisee fee share remains 33%. Payback period here again is 15 months and agreement period remains 10%. In all the area developer or the master franchise models, the condition remains the same. The very first unit, which is in the category of standalone store, has to be opened by the master license owner, and eventually after that they can start subletting the remaining franchisees. Rollout plan, we are first targeting the metro and the tier 1 cities, which is bifurcated in different models that I just spoke about: platinum, gold, silver. So all the metro cities will fall under the category of platinum territory. Then we have Hyderabad, Chennai, Kolkata in gold territory, including Pune as well. Then Tri-City, Jaipur and Ahmedabad we are looking at under silver territories. That doesn't mean that we are not going to be receiving inquiries from any other cities apart from that. We are open pan India, but these would be our major focus in terms of expansion. Now, if we talk about the ideal investor profile, we are not only sticking to people who are only related to F&B industry, but somebody who has an experience of running a franchise chain of any particular brand would be a good partner for us. Somebody who has an investment range, including the contingency of about 50 lakhs to 1 crore, depending on which model they're going ahead with. They should be somebody who has a precise marketing fit, as in they know how to market their brand in their locality where they have opened the store or where they have taken the master license for. Somebody who is operationally fit, as in people who have the operational bandwidth of running a store or looking over the master franchise deals full time basis. We are not looking for silent investors who just come in and invest and do not have expertise or even bandwidth to participate in operations. We will probably restrain ourselves from tying up with them. Somebody who have good network in the raw material supplier segment, packaging vendors, marketing agencies, and competitive resto bar or the F&B chains in the same category, in the ice cream or the frozen dessert category, so that you know your competitors well and accordingly you will strategize your success. And location wise, we will be looking at people who are well versed, situated at high footfall areas, areas which are surrounded by good residential societies, education institutes like college and schools, because obviously youngsters and kids are more attracted towards desserts, ice creams, and frozen yogurt. So these are the locations. Any commercial markets would be apt location in those cities to open up the stores. Yeah, under FOFO, I'll just briefly talk about the roles and responsibilities. So basically, FOFO means franchised, owned, franchise operated. So all the activities or expenses related to daily operations will be the responsibility of the partner or the investor or the franchise partner. Only build out assistance, basically the look and feel of the store and the store design guidelines will be given by the brand, but expenses related to that, as in basically designing the store and taking care of the interior expense part, comes under the kitty of investors. Again, staff, product, customer handling, training, this will be given by the brand, but we would want active participation from the investors as well. Vendor selection and approval, basically for raw material, for designing, for everything. The vendor selection approval will be of the brand, but again, it will require equal participation from the investor side. And since the brand is from France, so they will not know much about Indian market. So we would want partners to come up with their own vendors, and they will and the brand will give their approval on it, depending on their performance and the designs that they show or the product categories that they show. Menu engineering, designing and printing. So design part, printing part, and menu engineering part will be taken care by the brand. Printing expenses will be the investor's responsibility. Daily operations, customer interaction will be investors' part. And then local marketing and demand generation. So for instance, whichever city you are targeting to open your store in, you have to take care of the local marketing of that particular city on your own. Those expenses will be of your own. The centralized marketing will be taken care by the brand. So for instance, if they are maintaining a centralized website, that will be the responsibility of the brand. Now, again, I think we've covered that. Outlet audit and advisory will be a part of brand's major responsibilities. So they depending on the deal, there will be a monthly or maybe a quarterly visit or a 6 monthly visit at the particular store to check and validate whether the operations are running as per the guidelines shared by the brand, and there is a transparency maintained when it comes to sharing the revenue books with them. And there will be periodic trainings given by the brands as well. For that, outlet audit and advisory will be taken place from time to time. I think with this, I would like to conclude my part. If at all anybody has any confusion, any questions related to investment details, I would be happy to take them. Richa, over to you.
Right, thanks so much. Thank you, Nikta. All right, so we have a few questions in the Q&A box, right? But at the same time, I would also request all the viewers, in case if you still have questions, you please keep on posting it into the Q&A box, and we will now be taking them up. But if you look into this frozen dessert market in India, right, which is almost like 8,500 crore rupees of market in India, which is growing with an average of like 15 to 17%, which is expected to grow 15 to 17% in next 5 years. Driven by a number of reasons like rising health consciousness. People are now, more health conscious, right? They are shifting from traditional kulfi or the ice creams to modern formats like gelato, frozen yogurt, waffles. So of course, frozen yogurt is one of the, very, good opportunity that we have, right? Because we really have a very less number of competition in the market right now. If you will also look into the yogurt factory's unique position, right? Of course, it provides you the zero fat frozen yogurt with unlimited toppings. That is the first part. The second is, as Emmanuel said, that they usually have a fixed price, right? If you will compare with the other competitors in India, they don't have the fixed price, right? So that is the the best part. Apart from that, this brand has a global presence. I mean, more than 10 countries and have over 100 outlets across the globe. So all these makes very good opportunity for the brand, because this also targets almost a very good young population, right? It focuses on like 15 years to 35 years of college students, young professionals who want to have something, health conscious products, right? This brand would also be focusing on the middle or the middle upper class, urban millennials who have disposable income and high frequency going to mall or the food courts. I mean, these are the targets audience you can have in India. Manuel, would you like to add something?
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to mention that the products appeal to almost every population. I mean, health conscious population, that people who are going to put some fruits and sauce fruits on the yogurt, very
Right.
healthy. Kids that will add some candies, gummy bears, etc. on their yogurt, and a more gourmet population that will add chocolate and chocolate sauce, pistachio sauce, etc. on the yogurt. So yeah, it appeals to really everyone: kids, families, young people, students, etc.
True. So, in case if you would like to go for, let's say for tier one cities or where the opportunity is really huge. I mean, in Delhi, NCR, Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Kolkata, I mean, these are some of the best of, cities where you can explore the opportunity. And I mean, you can be a part of this successful journey. let's also take care of the questions that we have received in the chat box. Richa, would you like to take them up?
Yes, I would like to finally say hi to all my friends that have joined the webinar. And I would like to thank Emmanuel and Odile, I see, has managed to join. I welcome you, Odile, on the platform. And he's the co-founder, as Bharat previously mentioned, of Yogurt Factory. So we're very happy to have both of you on the forum. And thank you so much for a wonderful presentation, Emmanuel. It's a great product in itself. The appeal of the product and the premiumness, since it comes from Europe, straight from France, straight from Paris. We know just the sense of premiumness that the country itself brings in. So thank you, Emmanuel, and Nikita. Thank you for running us through the financials. At this point, I would like to add on to a few points that Bharat was mentioning just now. As a country, we're a warm country, and we have a huge potential when it comes to anything frozen, and especially frozen delight, dessert. So that way is the placement of the product itself in India, to speak of, is great, and I see a lot of other brands from abroad coming in, and the country itself has been a country of yogurt, and we've been using yogurt since ages, and that's a part of our DNA. But I think the potential of these international brands to expand in India has drastically changed over the period of time, especially after COVID. And you see I'm talking about the Indian market. The desserts or the ice cream that we see in India are frozen desserts and are, of course, high on sugar and those kind of things. Which is where Yogurt Factory fits in perfectly, and frozen yogurt fits in perfectly. A lot of our population is changing from unhealthy to healthy eating, low-fat diet, probiotic-rich options, guilt-free dessert options, which is where I think Yogurt Factory fits in perfectly. And it has a urban millennial appeal to it, to the young, to the urban, to the fitness-aware demographic of the country. Also, the globalization of taste that the country has seen over the period of time in the recent times, we have some really good international brand exposure. And with Yogurt Factory, which is leading in so many different countries now, 10 plus countries, as Emmanuel and Bharat already mentioned. It's kudos to you, Emmanuel and Odile. In just a span of 14 years, you have managed to scale up to so many different stores in so many different countries. So, and India being the newest, and we are really looking forward to expanding this in India. I just quickly want to talk about the market size that for our investors that we see and we have calculated in terms of frozen yogurt or frozen dessert in India. So we see Indian frozen dessert market is valued at over 20,000 crore INR, and with a growing CAGR of 13 to 15%, which is quite exponential. Though it has a small niche, but it's very, very fast growing in tier 1 cities. And since we have the awareness coming in with the sort of technology that we have nowadays and the AI, this kind of thing will be popular in tier 2 cities in no time as well. So the health positioning and the customization options that the brand itself brings in, I think it's commendable. And the key growth drivers over here that I see is health and fitness, the growth of organized QSRs and cafe chains that are coming up in India. And the good thing about Yogurt Factory is it's a very, very simple product. It's a no-brainer. Somebody with zero, I wouldn't say zero, but a minimal operational bandwidth can also explore this option, since it doesn't require a lot of human intervention as a product. You need the premix powder, you need the water, you pour it into the machine, and the machine does the job for you. All you need is 2 staff, and the training of the staff, and minimal monitoring on the operation part and the sales part. So I think it's a very, very easy product to look into. And as I said, we are starting with the focus is going to be the tier 1 cities, because you see the understanding of the product in tier 1 cities for frozen yogurt is more in terms of the Indian market. I think one of the great places to open a yogurt factory would be a mall kiosk or somewhere at the airport. Now we're seeing a lot of travel outlets also opening up at the airport. So those are really good options to start with. And since it doesn't require much of capex also and space also, I think it's a very, very easy product to start your investment journey with, even if you've not franchised before or you're a first-time investor. And as I mentioned already, it's a very, very low capex that we are looking at. Also, the payback period is quite significantly low. Usually a payback period for anything in F&B starts from 24 months, but here we see a payback period of 12 to 18 months. So I think it is a wonderful product, and everybody should look into it. And Nikita has already shared the brief of the financial, but we would be happy to share a detailed financial with you, which has all the working done in terms of the number of staff you will require, the utility cost, the rentals, the proper ROI, EBITDA, everything. Everything is mentioned and diligently worked upon. So we will request you guys to get in touch with us on our hotline number, and as well as I will also put in my email ID and my phone number in the chat. And we are really looking forward to your questions. And I would also request you to put your details on the chat box so that we can get in touch with you from our end as well. Bharat, over to you.
Right. So Richa, we already have a number of questions in the Q&A box. Manuel,
Right.
would you like to take them up one, out of those questions?
Yes, sure. Maybe Richa can help me on the financial aspect for some
Absolutely.
questions. But,
That's okay.
because the first question is about how is shared the royalty payment from direct unit and some franchisee in Gold Area developer. So maybe Richa, you can answer this.
So the royalty payment of the direct unit and sub-franchisee in Gold Area developer will be 33%, as Nikita already mentioned. So the sub-franchisee will have sub-franchisee will pay a royalty to the master of the area, and that will be divided 33% between us as Franchise India, the area developer, and the brand.
All right. Then there is a question about the flexibility and about toppings. That's an important point. We are really flexible about toppings because we know we need toppings to be like the more appealing to local customers. So even in France, we don't have the same topping in some regions. We add some local specialties. So yeah, we are flexible. We have some like star toppings that work very well. So we really want to have this kind of toppings, and also we want to have like a good balance of topping between fruits and dry fruits and I don't know, chocolates, candy bars, etc. But yeah, we're flexible on that.
I see, Nishi, you have asked if we'll help you find the mall locations. Yes, we definitely, as Franchise India, will facilitate that. We have a very strong network of real estate, and we have strong connections with mall operators as well. So yes, we will be helping you out, and rather we suggest that we help you out in choosing the location, because we've been in the business for about 30 years now, and we know the best in terms of where your business will grow. Because if you scale up, we scale up, and it's a win-win situation for both. So yes, that's the answer to your question.
There's a question about how to maintain the quality of the product. Well, actually, we're gonna to export our premix for frozen yogurt. So because we really want to have the same taste all over the world, that's very important for us. So I mean, the quality of the yogurt, of the frozen yogurt, will be the same all over the world.
Rameshji, yeah, Bharat, please go ahead.
So Emmanuel, so right now you are following the same process, right? You export all the
Yeah.
ingredients to the different countries, and that is how.
Not all the ingredients. I mean, a lot of ingredients will be sourced locally for
Okay.
toppings, for packaging, etc. But the premix, the yogurt, the base to make the frozen yogurt, we export it all over the world, in Malaysia, New Caledonia, Africa, etc.
All right.
Yeah,
Rameshji, I see your concern about periodic marketing initiatives. So to answer your question, we already are taking care of a lot of marketing before even a store has come up in India, because that's how you came to know about us. We're doing a lot of webinars, we're doing a lot of marketing campaigns on Meta, on LinkedIn, and we keep running ads because, as I said earlier, if you scale up, we benefit from that as well, and so does the brand. So yes, we will be ensuring that the periodic marketing initiatives are happening. Locally, we can help you out with the vendors who can help you with local print and TV commercial marketing initiatives. But as Franchise India, we are already running and we'll continue to run campaigns and ads in terms of marketing initiatives. So I hope that answers your question.
And to also follow with Ramesh, yes, we do take part in events like wedding, etc., which create additional revenues for the brand. We can set up a machine and a topping bar just for a special event, and recreate like a small kiosk in for those kind of events.
So, Rameshji, I see a question from you that can we describe this as Srikhand? So to explain to you, Emmanuel, this is a country, it's a very popular Indian yogurt dessert in the south part of the country. It's called Srikhand, and it's made out of yogurt only. And Mr. Ramesh, yes, the taste is similar to it, but the process is completely different. And the flavors in terms of the frozen yogurt that the yogurt factory will have will be different. So if you are asking, will it taste like Srikhand? Some similar to that, but the flavors will be different.
There is a question about the zero fat in the yogurt and different. Okay, so how to explain to anyone? I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the product itself is fat free. Of course, the toppings you add on it are not all fat free, but you can choose to make a very healthy cup of yogurt if you add some fresh fruits, some sauces with 100% fruits in them. So yeah, you can have a very healthy product. And of course, we have a different price for the three sizes. In fact, you pay the price of the size. So the cute, the magnificent, the handsome, the three sizes, we have a different price for them, but with unlimited toppings for each cup.
And I see another question from Mr. Shiv Shankar. So you asking that do we need prior experience in F&B? And I also mentioned that it's easy and simple. So yes, both the statements are correct. It is an added advantage if you have an F&B experience. Obviously, to understand the operations will be much more easier to keep a tab on sales and to understand how to scale up business will be easier for you if you have a F&B experience. But as a brand itself, it is very easy and simple and no-brainer. So hope that answers your question. I think, Bharat, I don't see any more questions as of now.
Right.
Emmanuel, if you would like to add anything, or Odile, would you like to add anything? And we can have the closing remarks from the both of you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that we are really exciting to enter the Indian market. As you said, Richa, we think there are some very good opportunities in India because it's a warm country. It's a little silly to say that, but the products work very well when it gets warm. It's summertime in Paris right now, and our shops are all booming at the moment. India is hot. I mean, all year long. So that's a big advantage for this type of businesses. When I visited Delhi like 1 month ago, I was very surprised by all the shopping centers around Delhi, which are so modern, so big, and with all international brands. And I think Yogurt Factory could really fit well in this kind of areas. Yeah, so we are very enthusiastic to enter the Indian market. Malaysia is very promising also. So yeah, I think it's going to be a very nice adventure.
Right. Right. Thanks so much, Emmanuel and Richa and Nikita for helping me driving this webinar. I mean, in case if anyone would like to get in touch with us to have more deep dive discussion about the financials, how things would go further, you can connect with Richa directly. She has already shared her number in the chat box, right? Richa, yep, and she also has shared her.
I've shared both my email ID and my
Right.
number.
Right.
So anybody.
Correct. So from anyone from across India, in case if anyone would like to call her directly to have more discussion about the brand, of course you can connect right after this webinar. So I think that's it for the day, everyone. Thank you so much joining this webinar and staying with us almost like more than an hour now. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Emmanuel, for coming here and talking about these brilliant brand, right? And the presentation was fabulous, right? I saw the products. Now I'm just waiting for the first one to open and would like to go for the taste, right?
Thank you very much, everyone, and please, if you come to Paris, please visit us in some of our shops.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you, Bharat.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. That's it for the day. Tomorrow we will again come up with a new brand and we'll explore the another business opportunity.